Hey Flamengo fans, this is Flamengo. Welcome to the Paparazzo Rubro Negro channel. If you're just joining us, please follow, like, and share on all platforms. If you're on YouTube, please subscribe below, turn on notifications by clicking the bell, and leave a cool like on the video. Today we've got Mengão, Flamengo versus Bahia, a reunion with the legend Everton Ribeiro, who we love and adore. But today the legend is going to take his foot off the gas. He's been playing really well over at Bahia. But against Mengão, against the fans who love him, he won't want to make his son sad. Totoy is a Flamengo supporter. Both of his kids are Flamengo supporters, but that's how it is. We always wish him all the best, except when he's playing against Flamengo, especially today, which is a day of tribute. Tribute to Oscar, our idol, our eternal number 14, Arrascaeta, will wear the number 14 jersey, which was also iconic for him. He was the Libertadores champion and everything. But he switched to the number 10 jersey, so today he goes back to the number 14 jersey in tribute to the great Oscar Schmidt. We're at a really spectacular moment, man, a very special one. Flamengo, on the day it celebrates 1 year of Flamengo TV, because it used to be Fla TV and then it became Flamengo TV. On the day Flamengo TV celebrates its 1 year anniversary, Flamengo reached the milestone of 8 million subscribers. Man, I'll tell you, it's amazing to watch Flamengo. With 8 million subscribers, the biggest club TV in the Americas, rivaling the teams from Europe that we know have a lot of followers, a lot of subscribers from China, from Saudi Arabia. The European teams like Barcelona and Real Madrid have a lot of followers, a lot of subscribers who follow Barcelona because of the superstar players they have. So I am very happy. We have here, look, 36 million views in 15 days and 27.4 million in the last month. The milestone Flamengo TV has reached is impressive. Why is that? That's because Boto was visionary. That's why Flamengo TV reached 8 million subscribers. He simply refused. He agreed to sell the TV broadcast rights abroad. Like the other clubs, they sold to companies that negotiate abroad. There's a company that negotiates the club's broadcasting rights abroad. Flamengo, no. He said, no, I don't want to receive anything. I don't want you to broadcast my games abroad. I'll broadcast them myself on YouTube for free to other countries. And then Flamengo hired João Guilherme. They had already hired him, but already thinking about this, they hired a Spanish language announcer. And they're broadcasting with video. Because Flamengo has broadcasting rights internationally, just not in Brazil, I can follow them here in the United States. Today on Flamengo TV on YouTube, I'm going to watch Flamengo versus Bahia. With commentary by João Guilherme, who's the best commentator. Today, he is the one most closely associated with Flamengo's fan base. Fantastic, make some noise nation. That's right, Boto was visionary and is thinking about having Flamengo TV broadcast the games. They should soon be able to broadcast the games in Brazil. Flamengo is going to stop earning 100-something million, 200-something million from broadcasting per year. He does that with advertising. Just imagine Flamengo selling each of their games to advertisers. Flamengo can do it. Oh, but people are going to get upset. Boycott Flamengo. They already do that because they've already noticed Flamengo's move. There's no turning back from Flamengo's move. That's the direction Flamengo's going. To be able to broadcast all their games, and these numbers that Flamengo TV has reached are impressive, man. In the last 15 days, 36 million views on YouTube. And that's mostly because of the broadcasts, which are booming abroad, reaching millions of views just from outside the country. People want to watch with João Guilherme's commentary. But Paparazzo, how can I follow today's game since I'm in Brazil and watch it with João Guilherme's commentary? If I use that app to say I'm outside Brazil, will it work? I don't know. I've never tried it. I don't know how it works inside Brazil. I've used it outside Brazil to watch some shows that don't air abroad. But I don't know if you can do that in Brazil. The easiest way, and I'll explain it to you, is this. You won't be bypassing anything, okay? Just put the game on TV, watch it on TV, and listen to the commentary. Nowadays, everyone uses speakers, those Bluetooth speakers. You can use a Bluetooth speaker connected to your phone or your computer. Oh, but then there are ads, right? No, you can subscribe to YouTube Premium, which doesn't have ads. Look how easy that is. Once you subscribe, there are no ads. You just play it, listen to the commentary, and you can pause whenever you want. Until you reach the same moment that João Guilherme is narrating on TV, and then you can listen on Flamengo TV with João Guilherme's commentary, because for Brazil it's audio only, but you can watch the image on TV. Today, the Flamengo game is on premiere at 7:30 p.m. Brazil time, 6:30 in the evening. For everyone who is abroad, here in the United States, in Florida, or in other places, obviously there are different time zones, but the time is 7:30 p.m. Brasilia time, okay? So man, I'm really happy with this news. From Flamengo TV, by the way, bringing here some important information about Mango's game, bringing Flamengo's probable lineup. We also posted another video earlier for those who missed it. There's a video with a lot of news about Flamengo. Look, Rossi, Varela, Leo Ortiz, Leo Pereira, and Alexandro, all of them are national team players, right? All national team. It's impressive, man. Rossi has already been called to the Argentine national team. Varela, Uruguay, Leo Ortiz, Leo Pereira, Brazilian national team, Alexandro, Brazilian national team. Then in midfield, Everton Araujo, youth academy, youth national team, but soon he'll be on the main national team too. Polgar is out, injured and suspended, but anyway, Polgar is also a national team player. Chilean national team, Lucas Paquetá, Brazilian national team, Arrascaeta, Uruguayan national team. I'm talking about Flamengo's lineup, okay? Everton, Araujo, Paquetá, Arrascaeta. On the left side, Samuel Lino, he's already been called up. Also called up by Ancelotti's national team. On the right, Plata, Ecuador national team. And up front, Pedro, also from the Brazilian national team. Which I still think there's time for him to make it to the World Cup, okay? So, this is the probable lineup of Coach Leonardo Jardim. Look, Samuel Lino, I was talking to you earlier about him being the starter. His numbers are really good. Samuel Lino is living a dream, a period of establishing himself at Flamengo under Leonardo Jardim. But I just want to remind you real quick, okay, look at Otto Patamar there. Let me show everyone here. Look, awesome. Otto already has it. His aunt, his godmother. I told her it's going to be for you, so you can always remember him. Look here. Guys, here's the deal. You can get the YouTube shopping products right here. Okay, they're always down here. All the products we select for you. I'll also pick out some of these cool bottles. There's the watch that just came out, right? Which is fantastic too, commemorating the 4th Libertadores title, the New Jersey, man. These are amazing products. But I wanted to talk to you, by the way. How many kilos did you lose, Ju?
In total, 25.
25, I lost 75. My sister lost. I lost 74, 75. Depends on the day, right? Yesterday I had barbecue. Today I lost 73, actually. Yeah, that too. Yeah, you gain a little weight, but 27, 27, and 25. 25 to 27, right? That she lost. My sister lost. She's fine. She's beautiful. She's a gem. She's driving here so I can record for you. She's the one driving us here. Today we're taking an Uber, Jew, right? Uber godmother. Uber godmother.
Cats.
Cat. Gorgeous. Dude, let me show you how beautiful my sister is. Seriously, look. Just look how gorgeous she is. She's driving here, okay, so we did the treatment with tirzepatide, but with medical supervision, okay. It's very important that you don't buy it on your own. You can do this treatment there. At Mais Cabello, the Mais Slim program from Mais Cabello is amazing. I'll leave the QR code here. You'll get a 60% discount on some products in some cases. Man, check them out. You won't regret it, okay? You have an amazing discount there.
And I did the treatment at Mais Cabello, and we did it separately, right? Because actually,
You did the treatment at Mais Cabello.
I did the treatment at Mais Cabello. You got in touch with them because you wanted to know more and all that. Anyway, I know how it is. How did you find them? I work with Deborah Seco. Deborah Seco is a partner at Mais Cabello. She is one of the owners and also treats her hair there. She always has her hair. She has androgenetic alopecia, right? Which is something that can cause a lot of hair loss and everything. And she gets treated at Mais Cabello. And then because of Deborah, I was already in the process of losing weight. I had already lost part of what I needed. And then I looked for Mais Cabello because I knew they had this Mais Slim program. And I started doing it there too because I was experiencing a lot of hair loss due to the weight loss. So I continued losing weight with them. And I have a lot of hair. I even let it down here to show. Hello.
How nice. And thin hair already runs in our family, right? Yeah. Thin is an understatement, right? Yeah. So what's the product we're going to show everyone, the one we've been using this week?
From Brazil, they launched Exomais, which is a product you can use at home. So you buy it. I think it costs, I'm not sure, okay? It looks like it costs 99 reais for a box with products you use at home. We'll show you everything. Yeah.
You can already look up Mais Cabello anywhere in Brazil.
Right? Exosomos is the future now, right? It's what's going to make hair grow, eyebrows grow, everything will grow all over the world.
How wonderful, how wonderful. People used to joke around back in the day saying, put some chicken droppings on it, remember? Put on Somos. My grandfather says, put on Exosomos. So let's continue with the Mango news for you all. So here we go. Look, I was telling you that Samuel Lino is going through a great phase, right? He's asserting himself at Flamengo. He's improving and everything. He's freer on the field with a different role. He's gained prominence and already has solid numbers this season. That's 4 goals and 6 assists in 20 matches, okay? Wearing Felipe Luis's old number 16 jersey, the player highlighted the main difference from his previous work with Felipe Luis. According to Lino, before his role was more fixed on the sides, focusing on one-on-one situations. Now the approach requires greater mobility, occupying spaces, and constant involvement in plays, something that has enhanced his performance. Fully adapted to the new style, the forward doesn't hide it. He's satisfied with the current moment and shows confidence on the field, going through a phase that he himself describes as happy and strong at the club, cheering a lot. God willing, today Samuel Lino will score a goal. He's in great form. He's doing amazing. And all of this, as Boto said, Pedro's form, Samuel Lino's form, is also largely due to the work of Leonardo Jardim. There's also a reunion of 2 academy products today, right? Lucas Paquetá and Jean Lucas. Jean Lucas, who also started at Flamengo, ended up going to Santos and so on, went abroad, Santos and so on. So they've already played together at Olympique Lyon and also for the Brazilian national team, okay? So look, in 2 matches between Lyon and Monaco, each one came out on top once, all right? So now, the match at Maracanã, Flamengo is going to come out on top, God willing, because, man, let me tell you guys, right? The performance of Bahia's coach, Rogério Ceni, against Flamengo, he's the coach who loses to Flamengo the most. It's impressive. Rogério Ceni, he can't beat Flamengo, and actually, until recently, he only had losses, right? Rogério Ceni has only lost to Flamengo and hasn't even managed a draw, right? So, Rogério Ceni facing Flamengo. He finally got, if I'm not mistaken, a win after a long time last year. But it's something like, I don't remember the exact numbers now, but we're talking about 14 or 15 straight losses. He couldn't do it. He also coached Flamengo, but against Flamengo, he doesn't do well. So let's keep that streak going of Rogério Ceni having almost a 0% success rate against Flamengo. And besides that, for us to also keep up this great run at the top of the table. Open up a gap from Fluminense, overtake Bahia for good, and also get right up there with Palmeiras. Look, we have some information here regarding the signing of a left back. Flamengo is in the market looking for a left back. Douglas Santos has come onto the radar because he probably won't stay at Zenit. I got in touch with a source connected to Flamengo's management to find out if there was any truth to the possibility of Flamengo signing the left back Douglas Santos, who is currently 32 years old and at Zenit. And what this source told me is the following. Gabriel, it's very unlikely that Flamengo will move forward to make an offer for Douglas Santos. It's common for players being evaluated by Flamengo to appear on scouting lists, and such information often leaks. Sometimes people close to the player leak it to boost his value. But Flamengo itself probably won't move forward with an offer for Douglas Santos because he's way over the age limit. Unless it's a player, for example, like Paquetá or other players who are over 26 years old but are considered Galacticos, who comes to really add a lot to the squad. Obviously, every good signing adds to the squad, but we need to be patient and wait our turn, I think. But that's it, Douglas Santos. From what we've been told, Flamengo is not going to make an offer for Douglas Santos, at least not now. They probably won't make an offer. It's a new approach to signings by the board. They're avoiding players over 26 years old for exactly that reason. Exactly to rejuvenate the squad and lower its average age. So I asked and they told me, no, look, even though it's an interesting name, Flamengo rates him highly, but Flamengo shouldn't move forward with a proposal regarding Douglas Santos. But Flamengo is in the market looking for a left back, okay? Flamengo is searching for these names in the market, so I'll keep bringing you transfer market information. Look, Leo Pereira has received inquiries, okay? This week, there was new information from RTI Esporte that he is still receiving inquiries from Italy, right? Flamengo is working to extend his contract by the end of the year. Flamengo is not going to extend it now. Flamengo has already settled the salary increase issue with Leo Pereira. He is very happy at Flamengo. Now, there are teams from abroad, obviously, wanting to sign him. His contract runs until the end of 2027, which means he can only sign a pre-contract in mid-2027, but Flamengo, knowing this, knowing the player's value, and also knowing that he's already at a certain age. It's unlikely that next year, when the contract actually ends, around 2027, it's unlikely he'll be signed. By Europe, when the time comes, with the age he'll be at the end of his contract in 2027, Flamengo understands that he won't have a market anymore with top-tier European teams. So, because of that, Flamengo is very calm regarding the renewal issue. Because of this gap, look, with the age he'll be at the end of 2027, top-tier teams in Europe won't sign him anymore. So, Flamengo has leverage in these negotiations. Flamengo has already increased his salary financially, so when the end of the year comes, Flamengo, knowing they have one more year on his contract, will renew his contract so they don't lose the player, for teams in Brazil, for teams in Saudi Arabia, and so on. But Flamengo is very calm regarding keeping Leo Pereira. The information I got is that they are very calm, that he is happy, and that he won't leave Flamengo for a second-tier team in Europe. If it were a top-tier team and his contract ended in the middle of next year or at the end of the year, it would be a different story. But that's not the case. There's this situation. And there's this understanding, the understanding that by the end of 2027, he won't be able to be signed by top-tier teams in Europe. And that's why Flamengo is calm. And they really hope that today, since he's super connected with the club, they can renew with Leo Pereira. That's it. I invite you to follow, like, and share on all platforms. If you're on YouTube, I invite you to subscribe below, turn on the notification bell, and leave a cool like on the video. Flamengo greetings. This is Flamengo. Thanks.